Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Cook's Saints going up against Beckham's Giants. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. We say hello to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think you identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
When these two teams met in 2015, 101 points were scored. The Giants and Saints are underway. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a two-time Super Bowl MVP in his 13th year now out of Ole Miss. It's Eli Manning.
And I think that as Eli Manning has progressed as a veteran, you're seeing more and more things added to his game. A little more patience in the pocket, not just looking for the big strike downfield, but willing to take the check down and the easy completion. I think he continues to get better with each year.
On first down, Manning finding time. And incomplete to open things up. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Second down now after the incompletion. Manning will try again on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
And the play clock's running down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And it'll be 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the 2nd round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding. When you look back at what people thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it. And boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Let's introduce you to the starter. C.J. Spiller is the man that we discussed, the running back.
I love watching him play, Brandon. Can run it, can catch it, can return it. You give him just a little bit of space, you've got trouble on your hands if you're a defensive player.
On second down, here's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And the defense for New York.
Janoris Jenkins combines excellent coverage ability with supreme confidence in himself. He thinks that no one is going to catch a pass in his area. Calls himself Clamp City.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. After the penalty, it's Ingram. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So Olivier Vernon, nice tackle for loss. He had 18 of those last year for Miami.
And he really emerged in a game against Tennessee last year. Absolutely unstoppable. Almost couldn't be blocked.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Now Breeze on third down. It's complete. Flater, right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Manning again here on second and 10. Trying to hit his tight end, Donnell, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, worried the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. He's got time. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Murphy. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So each quarterback with an interception here in what was a mistake-filled first quarter. 0-0 our score. Back to MetLife Stadium. in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Play action to Spiller. Now Breeze. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Keenan Robinson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Back near the goal line, here's Manning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Manning. Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Giants. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Manning now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Beckham, the lone receiver right. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Josh Brown now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep.
Manning now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Jennings. Spinning past him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Time to step aside. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Jennings. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On play action. Now Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. And dare I say, luck was on their side last drive. The short field goal was missed, so they went unscathed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think you nailed it perfectly. Fortunate, because he's not supposed to miss from that distance. No way at all. But the flip side now, though, is he did. And you know there's been a little chatter about that along the way as they went off the field. They're going to try and stay in his head now and see if they can force him into more misses just like that.
Now Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw, it's Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Giants right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Saints, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second.